Hello everyone, welcome to the 2019 All-Star Game. Figured it was appropriate since we were doing the 2019 Washington National season to take the break at the Midsummer Classic and play out the All-Star Game here on Inside Pitch. This game's coming from Progressive Field in Cleveland, so let's meet the All-Stars from each league and check out also the starting pitcher and starting lineups. So first for the reserves. For the Atlanta Braves, pitcher Mike Soroka. For the Chicago Cubs, Kris Bryant. For the Cincinnati Reds, Luis Castillo. And also for the Cincinnati Reds, Sonny Gray. For the Colorado Rockies, shortstop Trevor Story. Outfielder, right fielder Charlie Blackmon. And outfielder David Dahl. For the Los Angeles Dodgers, infielder Max Muncy. Pitchers Clayton Kershaw and Walker Buehler. For the Miami Marlins, Sandy Alcantara. For the Milwaukee Brewers, infielder Mike Moustakas, catcher Yasmani Grandal, and pitcher Brandon Woodruff. For the New York Mets, first baseman Pete Alonso, utility man Jeff McNeil, and pitcher Jake DeGrom. For the Philadelphia Phillies, catcher JT Realmuto. Pittsburgh Pirates, relief pitcher Felipe Vasquez. San Diego Padres, relief pitcher Kirby Yates. San Francisco Giants, relief pitcher Will Smith. And the St. Louis Cardinals shortstop Paul DeJong. Those are the reserves for the National League. Now the starting lineups for the National League. Starting pitcher will be Los Angeles Dodger Hyunjin Ryu. And now the lineup for the National League. Leading off and playing left field for the Milwaukee Brewers, Christian Yelich. Batting second, shortstop from the Chicago Cubs, Javier Baez. Batting third at first base, Freddie Freeman from Atlanta. Batting cleanup and playing in right field, Los Angeles Dodger Cody Bellinger. Hitting fifth at third base from the Colorado Rockies, Nolan Arenado. Hitting sixth, the designated hitter from the Pittsburgh Pirates, Josh Bell. Batting seventh, catching from Chicago Cubs, Wilson Contreras. Batting eighth from the Arizona Diamondbacks and playing second base, Ketel Marte. And batting ninth and playing center field from the Atlanta Braves, Ronald Acuna. One thing to mention, the Washington Nationals had two representatives, Anthony Rendon and Max Scherzer, but they both decided to opt out. I think because of nagging injuries, they opted out of this game, so there are no Washington National representatives on the National League team. All right, let's turn our attention now to the American League team for their reserves. And starting out, representing the Baltimore Orioles, pitcher John Means. For the Boston Red Sox, outfielder Mookie Betts and shortstop Xander Bogaerts. From the Chicago White Sox, first baseman Jose Abreu and pitcher Lucas Giolito. From the Detroit Tigers, from Chicago White Sox again, James McCann. From the Cleveland Indians, shortstop Francisco Lindor, pitcher Shane Bieber, and relief pitcher Brad Hand. From the Detroit Tigers, relief pitcher Shane Green. From the Houston Astros, relief pitcher Ryan Presley. From the Kansas City Royals, utility man Whit Merrifield. From the Minnesota Twins, starting pitcher Jose Barrios. From the New York Yankees, infielder Gleyber Torres. Pitcher Masahiro Tanaka. And relief pitcher Aroldis Chapman. From the Oakland A's, third baseman Matt Chapman. Relief pitcher Liam Hendricks. From the Seattle Mariners, first baseman Daniel Vogelbach. From the Tampa Bay Rays, outfielder Austin Meadows. And from the Texas Rangers, outfielder Joey Gallo. Now let's meet the starting lineups for the American League. Starting pitcher from the Houston Astros, Justin Verlander. Leading off and playing in Let's get the lineup straight, make sure I got them correct. They're in the correct spot. Leading off and playing right field from the Houston Astros, George Springer. Batting second, playing second base from the New York Yankees, DJ LeMahieu. Hitting third and center field from the Los Angeles Angels, Mike Trout. Batting cleanup at first base from the host Cleveland Indians, it's Carlos Santana. Batting fifth, the designated hitter from the Boston Red Sox, JD Martinez. Batting sixth at third base from Houston, Alex Bregman. Batting seventh and catching from the New York Yankees, Gary Sanchez. Batting eighth and playing left field from the Houston Astros, Michael Brantley. And batting ninth from the Minnesota Twins, playing shortstop, Jorge Polanco. So there are your starting lineups, bench, and bullpen participants for this 2019 American League All-Star team. And this, aside from the two nationals that I talked about that were injured and could not participate, elected to the All-Star team but were injured, includes Tommy La Stella of the Angels, Brandon Lau of Tampa, Hunter Pence of Texas, Mike Minor of Texas, Charlie Morton of Tampa, Jake Odorizzi of the Twins, and Marcus Stroman of Toronto for the American League. And for the National League, Josh Hader of the Brewers and Zach Greinke of Arizona were also elected but injured or opted out of the game, however you want to refer to it. So I'm trying a new setup. I'm going to try to do kind of like a la RJL and try to do the base runner, use the actual player cards for the base runners. I've got the line score here. Progressive Field is here. So we'll see how we do. I'm going to keep the score sheet on a Bob Carpenter score sheet because it does allow me to have all these spaces here for the reserves, and I've got to manage the reserves to try to make sure everyone plays, but that we don't run short of players. So maybe that's a fine line. I don't know, but we shall see. Let's get this game underway. Justin Verlander finishing up the warm-up tosses. And the first man he's going to face is Christian Yelich. So let's see. Let me get my thing here and make sure the cards fit in. Let's make sure you can see everything. I think that's fairly about the best I'm going to get probably. So we'll go with that. See how it does. All right. The 2019 All-Star Game is now ready to commence as Justin Verlander is ready to pitch to Christian Yelich. And we're underway. 6-5, and that's an automatic out. First play, Justin Verlander finds a star line, and it is a 1, which is a fly to left. So Yelich flies to left. I'll keep the outs also here along with the line score. So if the score sheet gets too messy, you can maybe refer to those things to check on the situation. And as people get on base, I'll put their cards out here just like RJL does to try to give a little better visual perhaps. I don't know. Like I said, it's the first time I'm trying this setup, so it may or may not work the way I wish. Javi Baez, the shortstop of the Cubs, steps up. Verlander 1-2. He's a right-hander, so that's a blank. We go to Baez. 6-2. It's a star line 5, which is a ground ball to short. Polanco is there, 2 down. And I don't know if you can see it on camera very well or not, but I do have the position players here where they are, and as the game moves along, I wrote these in pencil on purpose because as they go along I'll be able to erase them and put in the substitutes. Alright, so Freddie Freeman, first baseman, is going to step up against Verlander. And I'm capping both starting pitchers at 2 innings. That's the most they're going to go. 1-1, he's not tired. So we go to Freeman. 6-4, he's going to single to right field. So Freddie Freeman. First hit of the game for the National League. It belongs to Freddie Freeman. And he is now at first base with 2 down. Let's see, Freeman's attempt is a 1. Doubt he'd try to steal an all-star game though. Here's Cody Bellinger, the right fielder. Verlander 5-2. That's a range play. We go to Bellinger's card. 3-1. That's a double to left field potentially, but Brantley has a chance to take that away, and Brantley's range is a 3. So 1-3, he takes that double away, and he does. So Brantley makes a fine running catch to end the inning. National League gets nothing, as Brantley was able to make that catch and retire the National League without any incident. We go to the bottom of the first. It is the National League nothing and the American League coming to bat. And Hyun-Jin Ryu is your starting pitcher for the National League from the Dodgers, and he will be facing George Springer to lead it off. So what I need to do here is flip this over, and I think I'm going to undo it from the clip so I don't have to keep doing that all the time. But now we're back to the American League. George Springer is going to lead us off against Ryu. 6-5, and that's a strikeout chance. 8. The ballpark adds 1 to the strikeout, so his strikeout's a 9, add 1 to 10, that 8 fits, so Springer will strike out, 1 away. Springer's retired for DJ LeMahieu of the Yankees. 1-1, and that's a strikeout chance, but 19 is too much. 4-2, and that's a single right past the pitcher. So LeMahieu sneaks it right past Ryu. He gets on first base with 1 out. Let's see, his attempt is a 1, but it's a -1 there, but there is a pickoff chance. But nothing's happening. So here's Mike Trout, center fielder. Ryu to Trout, 2-2, strikeout chance, but a 20 is too much. With Trout, 4-4, and that's a single to left field. LeMahieu runs at a 3. If you look at our chart, single to left. To get from first to third, you lose 2. That drops him to a 1, and the left fielder arm Yelich is a 0. So it'd be a 1 to try to get from first to third, and he does. So how about that? And we'll roll to see if, since that's a 1, we'll roll and see if Trout can take the second base on the throw. He's a 4, and he does. So Trout moves up on the throw. So all of a sudden now, second and third with only 1 out. So single with LeMahieu going to third and Trout taking third on the throw, as Yelich tried to throw him out but missed the cutoff man, and Trout takes the extra base. Here's Carlos Santana. Thinking it might be a low-scoring game, they're going to play the infield in. Nothing on the strategy roll. Here's Santana. 2-3, and that's a possible error on a throw. 5-3. Fly ball to center field, could be a sacrifice fly. His sacrifice fly rating is a 1. Nope, no sacrifice fly on the first chance. Let's check the second chance. LeMahieu runs at a 3. And the center fielder arm, Acuna, is a 0. So 1-3, and he'll still score. He does not, so it was not deep enough to score him. So 2 down. Everybody stays where they are. And that will bring up JD Martinez. Again with the pickoff chance, nothing happening. 4-2 on Ryu. Strikeout chance, that's a 6, and he got him. So Ryu pitches out of the mess, and American League comes away empty-handed. So that's going to do it for the American League. They do not get what they wanted. They leave 2 on base in scoring position, and they'll come away empty-handed. Score tied, 0-0 after 1. Now, with the top of the second upon us, Verlander will be coming on to pitch his last inning of work, and he will be facing, in fact, let me get this clipboard out. I don't really think I need that, to be honest with you. I think I can just set this right here. It'd be a whole lot easier. Okay, so it's a work in progress. It's the first time I've tried this setup, so bound to be some hiccups along the way. Nolan Arenado stepping up to face Verlander. Verlander 2-5. That's a home run question mark. Arenado, right-hander, 1-15. That passes. Arenado has a 1 to 14 chance of hitting a home run and putting the National League in the lead. And he does. Just got it out of there. Arenado goes deep, and the National League now leads it 1-0. 1-0 National League. And I'm not going to do the bullpens exactly the way they did in the actual game. I'm just going to do it as I have feeling for it. And of course, I'm going to exempt starting pitchers who only started. They're gonna be able to relieve because it's an all-star game, so you could be a little liberal with that. So right now the American League bullpen already got some activity down there, as they have Shane Bieber from the hometown Cleveland Indians. He is loosening in the bullpen and might be coming in next. If he doesn't come in this inning, he might start the next inning. We shall see how it plays out. But right now the National League with a 1-0 lead on the home run by Arenado. So it's 1-0 National League. Here's Josh Bell, the designated hitter. 2-1, and that's an automatic out on a star line, and that will be a fly to left. So 1 down, and that will bring us to Wilson Contreras, the catcher from the Chicago Cubs. 2-4. 2-4 is a potential walk. That is a 9, and that will be a walk. So Contreras draws the 1-out walk, and that'll bring up second baseman Ketel Marte. Contreras has an attempt of 1, but nothing's happening. 3-3. That's a straight up home run chance. Marte against a right-hander is an 11. That's a 6. It's gone. Verlander has given up another 2-run homer. This one to Ketel Marte, and I think that's going to be it for Verlander. He is coming out of there. And actually, it won't be Bieber. They'll use a relief pitcher to come in. But Contreras and Marte both score. It is now 3-0 National League with only 1 out, and that's going to be it for Verlander. And let's see who the American League want to turn to. Mid-inning, they're going to go to a standard relief pitcher, or a guy that's used to relieving. So they're going to go with Verlander's teammate, Ryan Pressly. He will come in and pitch. Verlander is done. Pressly's coming on. Ryan Pressly. He is on to face Ronald Acuna. 1 out, bases clear. 3-0 National League here in the second. 2-2, double question mark. 1 to 13 is a single. That's a 15, so treat it as a blank. Go to Acuna. 6-4, he pops to third. That's out number 2. So Acuna is retired. And that brings up Christian Yelich, and Pressly will only pitch the rest of this inning. He will not go to the next inning. He'll pitch 2/3 of an inning max. So here is Christian Yelich. 5-1. That's a star line against a lefty, and that automatic out is a grounder to second. So that's going to do it. But the National League puts 3 on the board here in the top of the second. And we go to the bottom of the second, 3-0. 3-0 National League. And like I said, that's it for Pressly. They will bring in Masahiro Tanaka will be the new pitcher for the American League to start the top of the third. It'll be Tanaka. He is warming up in the bullpen, ready to come in. So Masahiro Tanaka will get that call from the Yankees. All right, American League now, some work cut out for him against Ryu. And it'll be Alex Bregman of the Astros to lead it off against Ryu. 1-6. That's a potential walk. 12 will be a walk. Lead off walk, not what you want to do if you're Ryu. You got a 3-0 lead. You don't want to start walking guys. And the American League won this game in real life. I believe it was extra innings. All right, so Bregman's a 1, but a -1 from Ryu. No attempt to steal, but there is a pickoff chance. Nothing happening. So pitch to Gary Sanchez from the Yankees. 3-5, and that's the ballpark cards. I'm sorry, 3-5 is a strikeout chance. 18 is too much. It's a 16 against the lefties. The stadium adds one, but that's only 17, so they're one short. Go to Sanchez, 5-4. That's a fly to right field. One away. So Sanchez is retired for Michael Brantley, left fielder. Again for the pickoff, but nothing's happening. Ryu, 5-6. That's an automatic out against a lefty. Let's see what the out is. It's a 1. Ground ball to second. Could be a double play. Brantley's a 2. He's a 0. The pivot at short, Baez, shortstop pivot, is a +1. So that makes it a 3, and then they were halfway, makes it a 4. So 1 to 4 is a double play. And it will be a 4-6-3 double play to end the inning. And that's going to do it for Ryu. He pitches 2 shutout innings. And he is subject to be the winner of this game if the National League holds on to win and does not lose the lead. So at the end of 2, it's the National League 3 and the American League nothing. And that will send us to Masahiro Tanaka, next pitcher in line for the American League. He will be in to represent the American League from the New York Yankees. And all relief pitchers that come into the game are 1 inning max, whether starters or not, they're 1 inning max. And for the National League to come in and pitch next in the National League, let's see who they might go to. I believe they're going to go to Clayton Kershaw. So Clayton Kershaw is the next one in line to pitch for the National League in the bottom half. Right now it is Javier Baez to lead it off against Tanaka. And I'll start doing some position player substitutions probably in the 4th or the 5th inning, somewhere in there. All right, here is Baez against Tanaka, 4-4. Strikeout chance, 12, got him. So Tanaka starts out with the K. 1 down. Brings up Freddie Freeman. 6-5, strikeout chance, got him. So boy, Tanaka off to a good start. 2 quick strikeouts. Here's Cody Bellinger, and he's striking out some pretty good hitters. Tanaka, 3-1, although that's a straight home run chance against the lefty Bellinger. He's a 16, that's a 12, it is gone. Cody Bellinger crushes one, and the National League, showing their power again, now take a 4-0 lead as Cody Bellinger goes deep off of Tanaka. It is a 4-1 lead now. 4-0 lead rather. And now that brings up Nolan Arenado. 3-6, that's a strikeout chance, but that's too high. Arenado, 1-2, he flies to right to end the inning. But that's going to do it for Tanaka. He pitches 1 inning, gives up 1 run. And we go to the bottom of the 3rd, 4-0 National League. And not as if the American League had bigger issues to fry, but now they got to deal with Clayton Kershaw. So they go from one Dodger pitcher, Ryu, to another one in Clayton Kershaw. So Kershaw is on, and he'll face Polanco. And then the top of the order, Springer and LeMahieu. So the Progressive Field faithful, hope rooting for the American League, has not had anything to cheer about right now. Here is Polanco. Kershaw, 5-4, strikeout chance, 7, got him. So Kershaw with the whiff on the first pitch. Brings up George Springer. 1-6, that's ball 1. Kershaw to Springer, 4-2, possible error on a ground ball. 2-3 is a star 4, which is a ground ball to third. Third baseman for the National League is Arenado. His error rating is a 4. As you can see right there, his E rating is a 4, but that's a 10. So Arenado, easy play, and 2 away. Brings up DJ LeMahieu. Kershaw, 6-3, blank to a righty. Go to LeMahieu, 6-5, he pops to short, and Kershaw pitches 1 perfect inning. Nothing doing for the American League. So we go to the 4th, it's 4-0 National League. And we'll get a new pitcher for the American League. It's Tanaka. Of course, all relief pitchers are maxed out at 1 inning. So new pitcher coming in for the American League, and let's see who that's going to be. It will be hometown boy Shane Bieber. So Shane Bieber is on. Pitch for the American League. And for the National League, leading off will be Josh Bell. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to prevent anybody from getting 3 at-bats. So once we get up to the top of the order here, I'll probably start pinch hitting to bring in not only the bench players, but then not give one player too many at-bats. So Bell is on, facing Bieber. 4-3, that's a strikeout plus, and he got him. So Bieber with the K. Bell is retired. 1 down, and here is Wilson Contreras, catcher. 4-6, and that's a strikeout chance. 20 is too high. 2-6, it's a fly to left. 2 down. And that brings up Ketel Marte. 4-6, strikeout chance. 15's too much. Marte, 2-6, fly to center, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Bieber. And score remains 4-0 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. That's it for Shane Bieber. A new pitcher will be coming in for the American League. Whoops, in the top of the 5th. For the National League, they need a new pitcher, obviously, because the rule of 1 inning. So Kershaw will no longer be in the game. Mike Trout's going to lead off for the American League. For the National League, it'll be Mike Soroka from the Atlanta Braves. He will get the call to pitch. So Mike Soroka is on, and he will be facing Trout, Santana, and Martinez here in the bottom of the 4th. Soroka, 5-2 is a strikeout plus, and he got him. So Soroka with the strikeout of Trout. 1 away. JD Martinez, the batter. 4-6, and that is going to be a strikeout chance. 7, he got him. So JD Martinez out on strikes. So Soroka red hot. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. Here's Santana. 5-6, and that's another strikeout possibility, but 18's too much. Santana will swing, and he lines it to third to end the inning. So that's going to do it for Soroka. 1 inning of nothing doing for the American League. So we go to the 5th. Still 4-0 favor the National League, and we will need a new pitcher for the American League, and we may start to see some substitutes as well for the National League. So the new pitcher for the American League, I'm going to go with another starting pitcher, and that will be from the Baltimore Orioles, John Means. Lefty John Means from the Orioles. He will be coming on, facing Acuna, Yelich, and Baez, but I think we're going to start having some pinch hitters for the National League. Let's look at their bench, see who they might want to bring in to play left field. David Dahl is a possibility. A lot of possibilities. There's a whole lot of guys in here that need playing time. So we're going to go to, well, Acuna's going to get a chance to hit because he's only hit once. But the new shortstop's going to be Trevor Story. He's going to hit for Baez. So Trevor Story will be coming on for Baez. That is for certain. And we'll see how they want to play this. Actually, I think Charlie Blackmon is going to end up hitting for Yelich. So we'll see how it plays out. Right now, leadoff man is Ronald Acuna. He'll be followed by Blackmon and Baez. I'm sorry, Blackmon and Story. So we're going to have Blackmon, and he's going to end up going into right field. And then we're going to have Story at short. And then we'll have a new left fielder for Bellinger. That's going to be David Dahl. Okay, so that's where some of the changes are going to occur. And they're going to occur right here in the start of the 5th inning. All right, so John Means facing Acuna. 1-2, that's a ballpark card going to Progressive Field. 4-5, and that's a pop up to second base. I'm sorry, to the catcher. So he pops it up to Sanchez, one away. And now the pinch hitter will be Charlie Blackmon, and of course he'll stay in the game. And actually Dahl, let's see here, did I play that right? Actually Dahl is going to go to center field. And Chris Bryant's going to take over in left field, batting ninth for Acuna. Okay, starting the 6th. All right, so Charlie Blackmon pinch hitting here for Yelich with 1 out now, the top of the 5th. 5-2. That's on Max star line, so he has no chance to do anything because of the star line. He gets a fly to left, but he will stay in the game to play right field. All right, here's Trevor Story, his Colorado teammate, pinch hitting for Baez. 2 outs now. Means 3-1, hit by pitch. It's an 8. -2 is a 6, but that's a 3, so he hit him. A rare hit by pitch in an all-star game, but that's what happened. Now Freddie Freeman will be removed for pinch hitter Pete Alonso. So Pete Alonso, of course, will stay in the game to play first base. So Pete Alonso will be coming on to pinch hit for Freddie Freeman, as Freddie Freeman's day is done. Pete Alonso pinch hitting with a runner on and 2 down. Trevor Story has an attempt of 3. Nothing happening, so Means to Alonso. 5-2, that's the automatic star line, so again Alonso had no chance. It's a 3, it's a fly to center, and that's going to end the inning. So Means pitches a shutout inning, and we go to the bottom of the 5th. 3-1 our score. And again, for the changes, Bryant takes over in left field, batting ninth. Dahl takes over in center field in Bellinger's spot. Alonso straight up change with Freeman. Story a straight up change with Baez, and Blackmon in right field in leadoff. Still got Arenado, Bell, Contreras, and Marte in the starting lineup. They will be removed next inning. Okay, starting for the, let's get the American League all straight. Well, first of all, let me get the National League. There's so many changes. I want to make sure I got the National League lineup the way it's supposed to be without getting myself screwed up here. Make sure I've got everybody where they're needed. All right, so Trevor Story is here. So we've got Blackmon, Story, Alonso, Dahl, go ahead and bring Dahl in. That's who I was missing. Dahl, and then we have Arenado. A little bit of confusion here on these all-star games. It can be a little bit of a logistical nightmare. Bellinger is done, so I can move him out of the way. Contreras and Marte. Yep, and Bryant. Okay, so National League is now complete. All their changes are done. We do need a new pitcher for the National League, and that's going to be, let's see, that's going to be Jacob deGrom. So deGrom is your new National League pitcher, and he's going to be facing Sanchez. I'm sorry, he's going to be facing Bregman, Sanchez, and Brantley for the American League here in the bottom of the 5th, as the American League finds themselves down 4-0. But deGrom is the new guy to start the bottom of the 5th. 4-0 National League. deGrom to Bregman. 4-5. Strikeout chance. 18's too much. We go to Bregman. 1-2. Single pass short. So Bregman gets a base hit to lead off. But let's see. Down 4-0. I don't know if you want to try to steal or not. He might give it a go, or at least attempt it. He's a 1, but deGrom adds 2 to make him a 3. And it is a 3, so he can get a chance to steal. He's a 17. deGrom actually adds 1, makes him an 18. And the catcher, Contreras, is a 0. So it's a 1-18. It's a 19. He got thrown out. Wow. Wow. Contreras just put a laser beam down there, and the shortstop Story put on the tag. And there's one away. Boy, rough outing there. Think you have something, and it doesn't work out. Here's Sanchez. 3-6. Strikeout chance 15 is too much against the right-hander. Go to Sanchez. 5-2. He lines it hard, but right to the third baseman. Right to Arenado. 2 down. That'll bring up Michael Brantley. 5-6. Blank to a lefty. We go to Brantley. 3-3. He's going to ground it to first, and the inning is over. So nothing doing there for the National League. And one solid inning for DeGrom. So we go to the 6th. It's still 4-0 National League. And now there'll be some more changes coming up for the National League. And we also need a new pitcher for the American League. So leading off for the National League, it'll be Dahl, followed by Arenado and Bell are the scheduled, but we're going to have some substitutes coming up. We are going to have Max Muncy and Mike Moustakas, I think, are the guys that are going to be coming up. Or is it going to be McNeil? Let's see. No, it's going to be that, and it's going to be Realmuto. So we're going to have three new position players coming in. We're going to have Moustakas is going to lead off and take over in third base, or at third base. And then at DH we're going to have Max Muncy. And then catching we're going to have Realmuto. So those are the changes here in the top of the 6th for the National League. It'll be Moustakas, Muncy, and Realmuto due up. For the American League, they need a new pitcher. So let's see who they're going to get to pitch. John Means pitched a nice inning last time. So here in the 6th, do you go to start using your relievers, or do you go to a starter? They're going to go to... They better start using some of their relief pitchers. So they're going to go to... Boy. They're going to go to Cleveland's own Brad Hand. So Brad Hand is on as a starting pitcher. Not starting pitcher, but relief pitcher. Brad Hand. He will be on. Facing Dahl, Moustakas, and Muncy. 3 lefties coming up. And 6-4. Strikeout chance 19 is too much. 4-5, and that's a fly to center by... Oh, it should be Dahl, not Moustakas. Why do I have Moustakas up there? 4-5 should be a star 6, which is a ground ball short. Got ahead of myself there. Now it's Moustakas coming up against Hand. And we have a 6-1, which he's not tired, so there's no single there. Moustakas, 4-5. He will fly to center. 2 down for Max Muncy, who will take over as DH. 3-6. Strikeout chance 12. Got him. So a nice inning there for Brad Hand. He tosses a scoreless frame. We go to the bottom of the 6th. And we'll keep in mind the changes that came about for the National League. And Realmuto, of course, takes over as the catcher. And we need a new second baseman for Marte as well. So let's check the bench and see who they're going to use as a second baseman off of their bench. And it's going to be, assuming I have a second baseman, yes, Jeff McNeil. So McNeil will take over for Marte at second base. McNeil from the Mets will take over at second base. And he is going to be the second hitter of the inning, next inning. So Marte's night is complete. Brad Hand's night is complete as he is done. Now let's send it to the pitchers for the American League. I'm sorry, the batters for the American League, pitcher for the National League. Got it backwards. Polanco will lead it off for the American League, but after that it's going to be substitution time, substitution city. But for the National League, after DeGrom, who do you want to bring in after DeGrom? Let's take a look. National League bullpen. And again, since we're in the 6th, we might be getting towards using some relief pitchers. But I think they're going to use one more starter. And that's going to be Sonny Gray from the Reds. So Walker Buehler won't actually make it into the game, it doesn't appear. But Sonny Gray will. So Sonny Gray, I already used 2 Dodger pitchers. I really don't want to use a third. So we got Sonny Gray coming on, and for the American League, leading things off will be Polanco, and then we'll get a pinch hitter for Springer and for LeMahieu. So Betts will hit for Springer, take over in right field, and Whit Merrifield will take over at second base for LeMahieu. So let's put those in motion. Betts and Merrifield. Betts will stay in right field and Merrifield at second base, and this is starting the bottom of the 6th. But right now Polanco only had 1 at bat, so he gets to have chance to have a second at bat, as all starters got 2 at bats. Bottom of the 6th, 4-0 National League. Sonny Gray. 2-2. Question mark, double question mark. 1 star line, but that's a 7. So actually he's a lefty, so it's a switcher 1 to 5, but that was a 7, so it's a blank. Polanco 5-5, star 5, fly to center. And now Polanco will be removed from the game, and the new National League new American League shortstop rather will be Francisco Lindor from the Indians. So Lindor will take over at second base going forward. So Lindor it is. Right now it is Mookie Betts. Sonny Gray to Betts. 5-2 ballpark card going to Progressive Field. 1-1. That's a home run to the opposite field. Betts is an 11. That's a 7. It is gone. Mookie Betts, a pinch hit home run, gets the American League on the board, cuts the lead to 4-1. Pinch hit home run, Mookie Betts. Who's probably saying you should have started me, fans, but you didn't do it. So what are you going to do? All right, here's Whit Merrifield, lone representative from the Royals. 3-4, and that is a possible error on a throw. 4-4, star 4 is a ground ball to third. Third baseman for the National League currently is Moustakas, and his error rating's a 10. According to this, it's a 10, but that's an 11, so there's no error. Moustakas makes the play. 2 down. So Merrifield is gone, and now we need a pinch hitter for Mike Trout, who's going to play center field for the American League in place of Trout, and it will be Joey Gallo. So Joey Gallo will come in place of Trout and play center field. Joey Gallo. He gets a shot facing Sonny Gray. 4-6, that's a strikeout plus, and he got him. So Gallo goes down on strikes to end the inning, but he will stay in the game and play center field. And now we go to the top of the 7th. Score 4-1, favor the National League. Now, American League, we need to get some changes to get some more players in the game. So we're going to make some defensive changes that will also affect the upcoming innings at the plate. So Jose Abreu is going to take over at first base for Santana. Of course, we'll hit in that spot. And let's see, for designated hitting purposes, they will go to Gleyber Torres. So Gleyber Torres will pinch hit, or not pinch hit, but he will DH in that spot. At third base, Matt Chapman will take over for Bregman. So Chapman is there at third base. And behind the plate, taking over for Gary Sanchez, will be James McCann of the White Sox. So McCann is there. And then finally taking over for Brantley in left field Well, these score sheets can be messy with all these changes. Taking over in left field for the American League is Austin Meadows. So Meadows will take over. And now if I'm looking at the American League roster correctly, the only position player that is not going to appear in the game so far is going to be from the Seattle Mariners, Vogelbach. So we'll find a spot to pinch hit him somewhere in the game to make sure he gets an at bat. Right now, let's look at some of these. Let's get the American League lineup straight going forward. All right, we have Abreu who's going to lead off next inning, followed by Torres and Chapman and McCann and Meadows and Lindor, then Betts, Merrifield, and Gallo, and the rest of these guys have been replaced. All right, so Vogelbach's the only American League player not to appear yet. So the key word is yet. He's still got a chance to appear, obviously. So we need a new pitcher for the American League to start the top of the 7th. And after Brad Hand had his good inning, we will now have Shane Green from the Detroit Tigers, their lone representative. Shane Green is on. And so now let's look at the National League and see who I've got still remaining that has not played, position player wise, for the National League. And from what I can see, Yasmani Grandal and Paul DeYoung, the shortstop. Those are two players that the National League has that have not played. So I'll try to find a spot in there for them somewhere down the road. Right now it is JT Realmuto who will be facing Shane Green to start the top of the 7th in a 4-1 National League game here at Progressive Field. We're already up to 47 minutes. I figured it would take longer because of all the changes that had to be made, and I want to try to keep everything straight. So Blackman, McNeil, Dahl, Muncy, Moustakas, Story, Realmuto, Bryant, and Alonso have all in the game. So Grandal and DeYoung are the only two American League, National League players that have not gotten into the game as of yet. All right, so Green is in, and he'll be facing JT Realmuto, his first at bat since taking over for Contreras. 5-1, that's a walk chance. 19 is too high. We go to Realmuto. 2-5, and that is a star 2, which is a fly to center. 1 down, and I have no idea how this thing is going to turn out. Like I said, all these little accoutrements and different things going around. I don't know how it's presenting on camera. It's all new to me. I'm not used to doing it this way, but I just thought for the All-Star game, a little pomp and circumstance wouldn't be too horrible. So here's McNeil. And the other thing too is that with these cards from Inside Pitch, they're very colorful, so I wanted to show all the colors, especially this year when I found out that the All-Star game, they're going to wear generic uniforms and not their own, which really ticked me off, but that's okay. All right, here's McNeil. 4-6, that's a possible error on a ground ball. McNeil, 4-6 again, is a ground ball to third. That's a 20. Chapman definitely can make the play there. And there's 2 down. Bringing up Chris Bryant, left fielder. His first at bat, 4-5, strikeout plus. And unfortunately for Chris Bryant, he goes on strikes. So 1 inning pitch there for Shane Green with no problem. We go the 7th inning stretch here at Progressive Field. Score still 4-1 in favor of the National League. American League now will be coming up, and they're going to have to face a new pitcher. Sonny Gray has been removed, and we'll go to the bullpen for the National League. And so far they've been all starters, so now I do believe it's definitely time to start bringing in some relief pitching, some guys who are typically relief pitchers. So that means Luis Castillo, the starter, Walker Buehler, starter, and Sandy Alcantara, a starter, will not get into the game, nor will Brandon Woodruff, a starter. So you can't get everybody in. That's the bad part. So they're going to go to the San Francisco Giants, Will Smith. We haven't had a Giant in the game, San Francisco Giant in the game, so I'm trying to get all teams represented as much as possible. Now it looks like Alcantara from Miami will not make it, but you can't get everybody in. We save him in case there's extra innings and they need long relief. So Will Smith is on. Got to have that one emergency guy, I guess. Will Smith will be facing Abreu, Torres, and Chapman for the American League. So Abreu will lead it off against Will Smith. 5-1, blank to a right-hander. Go to Abreu, 1-4, question mark 9 against a lefty. Only goes to 4. That's a 3 though, so that's a double for Jose Abreu. How about that? A leadoff double for Jose Abreu. I don't think I've had to put a guy at second yet, very rarely, so I'm going to lose the line score temporarily, I think. But that's okay. Here's Gleyber Torres. You can see the line score right here just as well, I suppose. So here is Torres against Will Smith, and let's see, is there a pickoff chance? Yes, there is. Roll for that, but nothing's happening. 4-6 is a potential walk. That's a 15, but he will not walk Torres. Torres will swing. 5-4, and he grounds it to third. That's 1 away. Now let's see if the runner can get to third. And the only way that happens is if we roll 1d6 and his base running rating beats that or ties it. So we need a 1 or a 2 for him to get to third base. I'm sorry, it has to be a 6 because the ground ball went to third. So it has to be a 6 for him to move up. It is not. So he stays at second base. 1 down for Matt Chapman. Chapman the batter. Again for the pickoff chance. Nothing happening. Smith, 2-3. Possible wild pitch. That's a 2, so it will be a wild pitch. And Abreu will now move over to third base. So Abreu is now at third base on the wild pitch. Infield will lay back. They got a 4-0 lead, a 4-1 lead. They'll gladly give up 1 run to get an out, so they're not going to bring the infield in or anything like that. Strategy roll, nothing happening. Smith to Chapman. 3-6 is a range play at Progressive Field. 2-3, and that's a ground ball to first. The range of the first baseman, the National League first baseman, is Pete Alonso, who came in for Freeman, and he is a 4 for his range. So this is a range check, 1-4. He can't get it, it's going to get by him. So now, is it a single or a double? It's a single. So it's a single past Alonso, and that puts the runner on the board. It's now 4-2 as Abreu will score. Abreu scores, and Chapman with the base hit. So now Will Smith in a little bit of trouble, and that'll bring up McCann. 4-2 game, and bullpen activity for the National League going hot and heavy. Felipe Vasquez, another relief pitcher, loosening in the bullpen. Could be coming in shortly. Here is Smith on the kickoff chance. Nothing happening. McCann. 1-1, possible error on a throw. We get a 6-2, and against a lefty, that's a double to left field. Double to left field. Well, first of all, the single scored him. So the double to left field, and this is going to be it for Will Smith, I think. Double to left field. Chapman runs at a 4. A double to left. Score from first. You lose 1, makes him a 3. Left fielder arm. And in this case, the left fielder arm is, or belongs to, I should say. Left fielder is, where'd he go? Chris Bryant. He's a +2. So 4 plus a 2 is a 6, minus 1 is a 5. There's only 1 out. So it's a 1-5 to score him from first base. And he does. So RBI double. And all of a sudden, the American League has cut the lead to 4-3. 4-3 game, and that's going to be it for Will Smith. He wasn't jiggy with it at all, as he got knocked around quite a bit. So double for McCann, and Will Smith will be exiting the game. McCann is the runner at second with 1 out, and they're going to go, actually, let's see who's coming up now. Is it Austin Meadows? Yes. So with Austin Meadows coming up, they're going to bring in a left-handed relief pitcher. And that left-handed relief pitcher is going to be Felipe Vasquez. So Felipe Vasquez is on to face Austin Meadows. So Vasquez is on. See if he can get out of the jam. Nothing on the Havoc. So Velasquez to Meadows. 2-3, that's the ballpark card, going to Progressive Field. 5-5, that's a ground ball to first. That'll move McCann to third. But now there are 2 outs. 2 outs for Francisco Lindor. So Lindor with a chance, a base hit can tie the game. Nothing on the strategy roll. 4-1 for Vasquez is a strikeout chance, and he got him. So Felipe Vasquez strikes out Lindor to end the threat. And that's all for the American League in the 7th. They get 2 runs. But not enough to tie the game. It's 4-3 as we go to the 8th. And now we'll need a new pitcher for the American League. And I think that'll be all for Vasquez as well. So in the American League, we need another relief pitcher. Coming up for the National League, it'll be Blackmon, Story, and Alonso, a lefty and 2 righties. So I think they're still going to stick with a right-hander out of the pen. And that's going to be Liam Hendriks from the Oakland A's. So Liam Hendriks is on. So Chapman, the only regular relief pitcher not used in the game by the American League. All right, said National League, they have 2 guys that have not played, DeYoung and Grandal. So I believe DeYoung is going to hit for Story coming up. So DeYoung will be the next hitter in line after Blackmon. So it will not be Story, it will be DeYoung. And then we'll try to get a Grandal in there somewhere. Unfortunately, catcher in the, it'll have to be the 9th inning because the catcher and DH slots are way down there. All right, so here is DeYoung to lead it off here in the top of the 8th. 4-3 ball game against Hendriks. 6-6 blank. We'll go to DeYoung. 2-4 question mark 8 against a right-hander goes to 12, but that's a 19, so it's just a fly to center. And that is actually, it should have been, I got that out of turn, didn't I? That should have been, while I was removing too many people, I was removing Arenado prematurely. It should have been Blackmon's at bat. So let's get Blackmon back here. I got that screwed up somehow. I don't know how I managed that one, but I guess it's just so much stuff going on with all these changes. Sometimes you just get lost in what you're doing. Apparently that's what I did, and now I can't even find his card. That's even worse, when you can't even find the card. I guess I got buried behind some other I got buried in behind some other stuff. So actually the at-bat belongs to Charlie Blackmon, and the first result on Hendriks was a 6-6, which was a single against a lefty, so that's going to be a single for Charlie Blackmon. So Blackmon will single. That's the way it should have been done, because the first roll was in fact a 6-6, which the left-hander gets a single. So Blackmon is aboard, and now DeYoung is the batter. Blackmon with no attempt, but we will roll for pickoff. Nothing happening. Sorry about that little snafu. Here's DeYoung. 3-4 from Hendriks is a possible error on a ground ball. Go to DeYoung. 1-1 is a star 6, which is a fly to center, so no error to worry about. 1 away. That takes us to Pete Alonso. Roll for a pickoff again. Nothing happening. 3-3, strikeout plus, he got him. So Alonso is out, 2 down. And that'll send up David Dahl, center fielder. Pickoff chance again, nothing happening. 1-5 is a range play. We go to Dahl's card. 4-6, that's a single past third, but it is a range check of the third baseman, which is Moustakas. So let's look at Moustakas' card. And where did Moustakas? Now just lost Moustakas. Where did you go, Moustakas? I just had you. There's so many cards here, I'm hoping you can get mixed up with the pitchers or something. Or got mixed up with the wrong league. All kinds of things can happen to all these cards all over the place. And now, if for some reason I can't find Moustakas, and I have no idea why. Or do I have Moustakas? Maybe I took him out. Maybe that's why I can't find him. It was actually Chapman, not Moustakas. That's why Moustakas is National League. That's why I couldn't find him. So we said 4-6 was a range play to third base. Chapman's range is a 5. So anything other than a 6, and Chapman will get to this. And he does. Is it a double play? Dahl is a 1. He's a 0. Their halfway makes it a 2. Pivot is the second baseman for the American League. And the American League second baseman, look and see who that is. The American League second baseman is Merrifield, who was a 0. So we got a 1 to 2 chance for a double play. And it is, so it's going to be around the whole. Actually, that was the third out, my bad. There are already 2 outs, so never mind. We'll call it 5-4 fielder's choice. How about that? To end the inning. Apologize for that little mix up there, but the inning's over. That's the bottom line. The inning is over. So that's going to do it for the National League. In the top of the 8th, we go to the bottom of the 8th, still 4-3. We'll bring in the line score a little bit better. Since we don't have a runner on second now, I can do that. Plus, we're going to flip it over here to have the line score here anyway. And we need a new pitcher for the National League. And let's see who has not been used in the National League. That can be. I think the only true relief pitcher they have left is Kirby Yates, so we might have to use another starter because we had to use 2 pitchers in that 1 inning. So it looks like we're going back to a starting pitcher. So it's going to be, or how about this for it? Well, you know what? Just to be fair, we're going to give Sandy Alcantara and the Miami Marlins some representation. But if he gets in any kind of trouble, we will get the bullpen going. So right now it's going to be Betts, Merrifield, and Gallo for the American League against Sandy Alcantara. Bottom of the 8th, 4-3 National League. Betts, Alcantara to Betts. 1-2, strikeout chance, 7, got him. So Alcantara says, what do you mean bullpen? I can handle this. There's one away from Whit Merrifield. And the only guy remaining on the bench for the American League is Vogelbach. So if he doesn't hit this inning for Abreu, he would come in and play first base in the 9th and take over for Abreu there. So he'll get in the game as well. And that will be everybody for the American League will have played. And I think that'll be everybody for the National League too, because Grandal would be coming in to catch next inning, or hit next inning. So here's Merrifield. Alcantara 4-6 is a range play. 6-6 star 3, ground ball to short. We got the range check of DeYoung. He came in for Story. So let's look at DeYoung. His range is a 5. So anything other than a 6, and DeYoung will make the play, and he does. So DeYoung, Johnny on the spot, 2 down. Brings up Joey Gallo, center fielder. So Alcantara holding his own for sure. 1-3 is the ballpark card. Can't blame that on Alcantara if something happens off Progressive Field. 1-3 is a single plus to left field. So Gallo is going to definitely get a single. Should turn it into 2 because his base running's a 5. The left fielder arm is Chris Bryant, who is a +2. So that means he makes second base automatically. So it's an automatic double for Joey Gallo. Automatic 2-out double for Joey Gallo. And now Jose Abreu, the batter, but he's coming back, and Dan Vogelbach. So we can get everybody in the game. Vogelbach is coming on. Actually, you know what? We're going to leave Abreu in there, I think. And Vogelbach will take over for Torres at DH. That's what we're going to do. So Vogelbach will take over for Torres at DH. And we're going to leave Abreu in there. All right, Abreu, chance for the RBI single, if he can get it. Facing Alcantara. Do they stick with Alcantara, or do they go to Kirby Yates in this situation? I think they're going to stick with Alcantara. With 2 outs and a runner at second in a 4-3 game. Alcantara for the strategy roll, nothing happening. Here is the pitch to Abreu for 3, strikeout plus, and their confidence in Alcantara was justified. Innings over. American League comes away empty-handed as Alcantara thwarts their attempt, and now that sets up for Kirby Yates in the 9th, no doubt. And Vogelbach will lead off the bottom of the 9th as the DH to get him in the game. And now we go to the top of the 9th. New pitcher for the American League will be Aroldis Chapman. Aroldis Chapman will be on for the American League. And he'll be facing Moustakas, Muncy, and Realmuto. And let's see, DeYoung has already played. So Realmuto will get pinch hit for by Grandal because Grandal has not appeared in the game yet. So Grandal, or do they want him? Yeah, Grandal will catch for Realmuto. Will pinch hit and then catch for Realmuto in the 9th. All right, so it's going to be Moustakas, Muncy, and Grandal. So a couple of Brewers mixed in with the Dodger. Here in the top of the 9th, 4-3 National League. Aroldis Chapman fires it in, 2-6 strikeout chance, and he strikes out Moustakas. 1 down. It's going to bring up Max Muncy. Now everybody has played as far as position players. They're all going to appear in the game. Pitchers, a couple of them just don't have enough. We got too many pitchers and not enough innings, unless it goes extras. Chapman, 3-3. Home run question mark. Left-handers a 1-9, but that fails, so Muncy will get the swing. 2-1 against the lefty. He singles past first. So a base hit for Max Muncy. And that brings up the pinch hitter, Yasmani Grandal. Strategy roll, nothing happening. Chapman to Grandal, 6-3 is a ballpark check. Go to Progressive Field. 3-1 is a blank, so we got a rare play for the first time. And this is going to occur with people on base. So rare play with men on base. And we get a 54. So a 54 on the rare play chart. Deep fly to center field, tracked down and caught. Runner on first, let's see, has to backtrack to the bag, roll 1d6. If higher than his base running rating and outfield arm, then he's out. Okay, so Muncy's base running rating is a 3. And the center fielder arm, in this case, is Joey Gallo. He's a -2. So let's see if we can make sense of this. Roll 1d6 of higher than base running plus outfield arm. So that makes it a 1. He's a 3, and a -2 makes it a 1. So if we roll anything other than a 1, he gets doubled off. And it is. He's doubled off. So how about that? A double play. Double play as Muncy lost track of where the ball was. It goes to center, and then it's going to go 8-3 for a double play to end the inning. And we go to the bottom of the 9th here in the All-Star game. Bottom of the 9th. And the new pitcher for the National League will be Kirby Yates of the Padres. Lone representative from the Padres, but probably the best pitcher in 2019 as far as relief pitching goes, just based on those numbers. He was the best relief pitcher. So Yates is on to try to close the deal. He'll be facing Vogelbach, Chapman, and McCann. Those are the 3 for the American League. 4-3 National League, bottom of the 9th. Kirby Yates facing Vogelbach. 5-1 strikeout chance, 12. He's an 11, but the ballpark adds 1, gives him a 12, so it is a strikeout. So Kirby Yates gets the strikeout of Vogelbach. Here's Chapman. 4-1, that is a possible walk, and he will walk him. So Chapman, the tying run is now on base in Chapman. He has no attempt to steal, so we won't do any strategy rolls. Austin Meadows is up, facing Yates. 6-5 is the ballpark card, going to Progressive Field. 1-2, that's a home run to the pull side. He's a 16, that's a 5. It is gone. Austin Meadows, a walk-off 2-run homer here in the bottom of the 9th, gives the victory to the American League. They win it by the score of 5-4. and a very much dejected Kirby Yates leaves the field. Meanwhile, the American League team is smattering on the field and mobbing Austin Meadows to celebrate the walk-off victory for the American League. So we'll be right back with the totals from this exciting 2019 All-Star game. Okay, in my angst, or not angst, in my excitement of that home run, I actually looked at the score sheet, and Austin Meadows was not the actual batter. It was actually McCann, and I got them out of order. So if we look at McCann, his home run against the righty is a 10, so the 5 still fits. So McCann is credited with the 2-run homer that wins the game, not Meadows. So McCann is your MVP of the ball game. So MVP is James McCann of the White Sox. As he hits the 2-run homer that ends it, walks it off for the American League. So we'll get McCann out here as the star of the game, and we will look at the totals from the game. American League wins it, 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors, and 4 left. National League, 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors, and 3 left. Aroldis Chapman the winner, Kirby Yates the loser, James McCann the walk-off 2-run homer, because that 5 still fits his home run total. So fortunately, having the wrong guy up there didn't affect the outcome of the game, so I didn't have to hit a great big redo button here. It just worked out that way. I was very confused on a lot of these games because so many changes were being made. Try to keep them straight as best I can. I hope I didn't confuse anybody. I don't know how this is going to play out on video. I have no idea. We'll check it out, I guess, when it posts. We shall see. I mean, I don't know. It was a wild one, I will say that. Walk-off home run, James McCann, bottom of the 9th against potentially one of the better relief pitchers of 2019, with Kirby Yates having a 1.19, but the ballpark card got him. That's what got to him, was the going to the ballpark card. Really hurt him. And then that 1-2 was the roll. Roll was a 1-2, and it went to that home run to the pull side, and it was a 5 on the D20, and that 10 fit right in there. 5 tucked right in nicely into that 10. McCann clobbered it, and there's your ball game. 5-4 the winner. American League in the bottom of the 9th, a walk-off 2-run homer. Apologies to the pitchers that didn't make it into the game. All the position players that did got in the game, and that's kind of like your goal, I guess, for the American League. So I guess in theory, the if I do the Washington Nationals and they make it to the World Series, in theory the American League team will now have the home field advantage in the World Series because they won this game, which is another silly rule in my opinion, but that's just the way it goes. So hope you enjoyed that little diversion of mine into Inside Pitch's 2019 All-Star game, and we'll be picking up the Washington Nationals season replay, and I'll be going over their season stats up to date through the All-Star break and everything before that first video starts. It will be against the Philadelphia Phillies from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia, so that'll be the next presentation after this one. And then so at least have one game of that probably on Thursday perhaps. And then on Saturday again, it will be the game of the week, NBC game of the week in Stratomatic. It'll be the Atlanta Braves visiting the Chicago Cubs in Wrigley Field from July the 17th on the Saturday afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern, which is the normal start time for those games of the week. So until next time, enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, however you choose to play it, and I will see you all down the road.